Right now, lots of people are talking about the latest edition of Time magazine. Its controversial cover photo, as you see there, is the reason why. The picture shows a 3-year-old boy breastfeeding while standing on a chair next to his mom. It's from an article on attachment parenting.
Alrighty, the cover photo is definitely raising a lot of eyebrows. What do you think about it? Is it too much? Also, do you think about breastfeeding older children? What do you think about it? When should you wean them off? Is 3 years old too old? Where's the cutoff?
Well, joining us to discuss this topic and so much more, we have today's guest, celebrity chef on Valley's own, Eddie Matney.
How are you?
We love serving it up big for you right off.
I know, this is, oh my God, I couldn't believe it when you showed me that.
You said
that's amazing. It's amazing, first of all. You know, we discussed this a few minutes ago. You have teeth, you shouldn't be breastfeeding. A year, up to a year is great, but I think that's really going too far. And plus, we're also talking about, that's going to be on every checkout, every grocery store, every newsstand. So now every little kid's going to say, oh, mommy, look at that. Or what? I mean, I just think it's too much. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, a lot of moms, you know, are arguing this article is about moms. Are you mom enough? So it's putting working moms in question whether we spend enough time with our children. Are you attached enough to your children, or are other people raising your kids? That's what this article is about. Breastfeeding is one of the ways that parents say, you know what, let's nurture.
I think there's other ways to show that you love your kid and spend more time with your kid. Come home for dinner. You know, a few weeks ago was the Facebook lady that comes home at 5:30 every night. There's other ways that you can do it that don't be, listen, I'm a 51-year-old man. I looked at it and said, oh my gosh. And you know, I'm pretty liberal. I'm open to anything. Right. But this was, I think, a little too much. There's other ways to spend time with your kids to sort of strengthen that bond. I'm telling you, I look at that, I have to look away.
It made you
wince. You know,
it does. It makes you wince.
I am right there with you. If the child can chew its own food, stop the breastfeeding. And I just think the cover, more than anything, is gratuitous.
Right.
Well, my problem is he doesn't look 3. I know mom says he's 3, and the editors stand by the fact that this young man is 3. He looks older than 3.
He does look older than 3, you're right.
Which gets into the creepy stage.
It is, creepy's a perfect word for it. I like creepy. That's the word of the day. That is too creepy. And the editors at Time Life, you could have put something better on that magazine. I just think.
No, well, she's saying, this woman, the mother, that, you know, her son needs her and is, you know, attached to her. I think more than anything, I think the parent has the attachment or detachment issue.
Right, I agree with you. It's not about the child, it's about her needs, and she wants to stay attached to her child. That's ridiculous. It's easy for her to blame the child. He's 3 years old. He has to do what his mom says. I think it's her problem.
We have 100 people who've commented on Facebook on this story. Jennifer Wakefield says 100% okay and normal for a mother to be nursing her 3-year-old. Society that disagrees needs to stop thinking in perverse and taboo manner.
Well, Janice Turner says, I think the photo is way too much and a little on the gross side. Way, way, way too old for that child. I did my nursing in private.
And Terry Foley Schwartz says, I nursed my youngest until she was 3. If that means CPS is going to come knock on my door, so be it. We'll have a good laugh over the stupidity of people.
Alex Andrews says, the picture is not necessary. I don't believe breastfeeding makes you any closer to your child than giving a child a bottle.
Well, I think breastfeeding is I don't think we're arguing about breastfeeding.
No, that's not the issue.
I breastfed.
No.
I know you breastfed.
Yes.
A lot of you have.
It's just the age.
It is the age. I think breastfeeding is right. You're right. I agree with you. We're not saying anything about breastfeeding.
Just the age.
The age.
If they can unbutton your blouse, maybe you should stop.
You know, I like that one.
All righty. Other stories making headlines this afternoon. Parents